Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I'm back today with an episode of Shelter War. It is event time once again in Shelter War. We're going to wrap up the Royal Flush event. Today is the last day to cash in all of your coins and ships, so I'm going to see what I can get. Actually, I pretty much know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to find them out exactly together with you guys. We will also be talking about the giveaway winners. I'll be announcing that, and I'll just do another real quick recap on where I'm at with my squad and a couple decisions I decided to make. So with that said, before I get into that, I did want to do a quick shout out to all those people that are supporting the channel. If you are interested, you can see the details in the ticker down below and in the description. But I've kind of changed how I'm doing my shout outs during the videos. It's everybody that has supported the channel over the last month. Gonna give an extra shout out to, specifically for Loco. Thank you very much. He contributes a lot every month, so thank you very much, Loco, for your continued support, as well as South Bronx. Both of them contribute on Buy Me a Coffee, and then got monthly YouTube memberships, Keith Giles and ASAP9. Thank you very much for your support as well. So if that's something you're interested in, you can see those details down below in the description. All right, with that, let's go ahead and get to one of the main reasons I'm sure a lot of you are here, and that is the giveaway. For the giveaway, I'll build up a little bit more suspense. I am back in the emulator again. Fingers crossed, both of them, it works this time. I updated to a new version of the emulator. It's supposed to be much more efficient. It's supposed to be better. The latest version of the application, the game itself, is supposed to be more memory efficient. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything stays and it doesn't crash this time. If it does, I'll just quickly turn it off and then I'll just do it from my phone for the rest of the way. But again, so far I've had it going for about 5-10 minutes before this video and it was still going, so hopefully we can finish this one up. So alright, let's get into the giveaway winners. For those of you that don't know, I do giveaways every month. I've changed it up on how I've done it, but the last couple of months, counting this month, I've been decided to do 1,000 buy coins to 5 separate winners, and it's kind of a random thing. You give me a guess, and then the 5 people that are closest are the winners, and the winners for the month of July are right here. The winning number was 1,125, and the 5 people that were the closest are Prado, Strau, Ahmet, Plumber 420, and JMK. I'll get those turned in, and unfortunately it usually is fairly delayed. It's I think it's been fairly consistently around the middle of the month of the next month, so July winners won't get paid out for several weeks more than likely. I'm trying to get that sped up, but not sure if that's going to happen. And the other downside is you just need to monitor your buy coins, because you don't get any notification, they just show up. And that's another downside. You know, once I expect at some point we'll get some in-game mail that will tell you when you get notifications and things. All the rest of the games have that, so I would fully expect them to add that here as well. But for now, it's not here, so you need to monitor them. And like I said, it's been fairly consistent in the middle of the following month when they've been given out. So anyway, thank you for following along. Thank you for participating, and congratulations. We'll be doing another giveaway again next month. All right, let's get into the game and hopefully not crash it. I decided to make a couple changes to my squad. I had been trying to keep my power low and only going with like a couple level 60s, and it doesn't really seem to make one bit of difference from what I can tell. So I decided to change it. I'm fully maxed out 6x60 now. I don't have fantastic legendary artifacts, which is kind of hurting me at this point, but I got an extra damage going here. Hopefully with this event we'll get some things that help this build a little bit better. I'm running several snipers, building up my chips obviously as well. They get more and more expensive. Obviously I got a lot of resources, so I can certainly do some leveling up there, and I've been working on it over this event. Got my power up quite a bit from where I was before by doing that, so the goal there will be to continue moving forward. Running my second sniper. So damage on the first one was 47, and then damage on my second is only 37, so a whole 1,000 less. I certainly need to get some more consistent strength all the way across. Got my tank up here with these awesome daggers from the previous event. That's a fun one. I certainly like this one. Causes some big damage occasionally. I haven't put any damage chips in there because I don't have any more damage chips. I am completely out at the moment. And another thing, in some of the other games, you're more efficient by only putting in the higher level chips and nothing else. That again does not seem to be the factor in this game. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like it. So I went ahead and put in a bunch of lower level ones too. I even had common ones in there, and then I've been leveling up and trying to get to the greens. And I'm not putting everything in. Like I'm not putting armor on yet for my snipers. You know, maybe at some point I will. My restore, I haven't done anything yet, hardly. Working on engineering a little bit to make that restore a little bit better. But yeah, I don't really see the need to try to keep your power low necessarily in this game like is useful in other games. So I decided just to go ahead and do it. So got a couple artifact problems that I need to work on, but overall my power's up to almost 430 at this point. So 429. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just a number at this point. Because you get in the Doom Dome, you're facing everybody that's going to be a certain level around you anyway, regardless. And people that show up on your map doesn't really matter. So that number does not seem to make a big difference. One reason it did help me, though, was the Collider. I went through the Collider for the first time since we had an event and you got items, and got through all 60 levels. And I did it fairly easily. Everything was green until that last one. The last one was finally yellow, and got through that one pretty easily as well. So the only problem I ran into, I was able to get through in this event, which we'll talk about in a moment. I was able to get through the casino, everything easily except for the invasions. It seemed like they made invasions a bit harder, or my build's worse or something. So it took a little while to heal after some of those invasion battles, the ones that happen out here in front. And 2 of the days, there's this guy that shows up at the end, this big, humongous basketball looking guy, massive health on it, and I tried to beat that thing probably 30-40 different times, I'm not sure, on 2 separate days, and tried different builds, tried different spells, or whatever the things you fire in the middle of the fight. Could not beat that guy, so I ended up not completing my dailies 2 of the days, including the invasions, which cost me 1,500 of the casino chips in the event, which was a major bummer. But other than that, I haven't really seen any difference with this build. So I'm just going to keep on working on, I'll let you guys know exactly what I did during the event, but I'm just going to keep on working and getting that strength, getting it stronger until something else comes out in the game, because right now we're kind of in stability mode of not anything changing. So that means it's time to get stronger. I do see a lot of people running Curiosa as well. I'm still running Roxy. Wrong name. Still running Roxy. It doesn't seem like that she's necessarily the meta at this point. I think I have a feeling Curiosa probably is, but I got a long way to go for her, and it's going to cost me too much to do that leveling now, so I'm kind of been delaying on that one. And the other big thing I want to talk about here is the event. Let's make sure everything's still recording. We're still good here. So the event, like always, we got events pretty much every 2 weeks. It's either a 3-way path event like this one, or it's one of the spinning events, or it's crypto crates, which that's a spinning one too, I guess. So they're all the same ones. It just kind of rotates. The game promotes it and saying there's different things. It's going to be a new game, but it's always the same thing. Nothing's any different. I expect at one point maybe it will be. Who knows? And then we have this. Where does that show up here? Somewhere. They added something new 1 month. This Hero's Journey, which was kind of cool. It was kind of an additional thing. I expect that to come back again with another one of those, but I haven't heard any details on when that's coming yet. But this specific event is a normal 3-way. I got 146,000 coins saved up I need to go ahead and spend, and as you see, I haven't done anything yet. We're obviously going for these 4 premium items, and the interesting item is the last big item you're going for isn't an artifact like it usually is. Instead, it's an engineering armor, which is very weird, but it does seem like this will be something good for my build. So when you're getting attacked, the owner becomes immune, and they forces the enemy to target somebody else. And then there's restoration, so they kind of heal themselves, so they stay there longer. So something like this could be good for a res engineer maybe. I'm running it currently on my I'm going to run it, I think, on my Restorer Engineer, but maybe I'll switch it to my Damage. I'll have to play around with that and see which one works out. But, it'll be good to add, but it doesn't seem like it's really driving everybody to get through all 3 paths so they can get this one. It doesn't seem like it's the top level artifacts that we usually get, so that's right. It is what it is. We get free stuff just by playing the game, so can't complain about that. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, how did I get 146,000 chips? Since I came up a little bit short in previous events, I did do 15 levels in Doom Dome every single day except for one, and that was the first time I couldn't clear the daily invasions out front here because of that big basketball that came in. And I got frustrated, so I didn't even finish my Doom Dome. I might have gotten 10 on that day, not positive. But every other day I did 15 on Doom Dome, and then those 2 days I didn't finish my invasion. So that was about 1,500 chips each day that I didn't get by not completing my dailies. But other than that, I got up here, and I believe this is enough to get me all the way through everything, and then possibly enough to get 1 extra chest at the end. So let's just go ahead and jump in and see see what I can get. Oh, and one other thing to mention, something else I did this time in order to get to 15 and 15 Doom Dome. I did something different finally. So I have all of these chests just building up. I had, tons and tons and tons of them, including... Uh-oh, I just locked up the game. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I shouldn't do that. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back, and let's try this again. Now I am on my phone, so I'll be having my head down, unfortunately, a little bit to go through this, and the quality is not going to be quite as good, but we won't be having it crash, which obviously is our main goal here. So everybody's stealing my resources, fantastic. Oh yeah, what I was talking about. So chests. So I decided I have all of these chests sitting here, and tons of them, and a lot of them were this guy right here, which gave me food, it gave me water, and it gave me iron. Obviously I need the water to do the attacks in Doom Dome, and I need the iron and the food to be able to do the leveling of my chip. So I went through a ton of these, and I didn't hardly use any tags or special tags to do the later levels in Doom Dome. I just used these chests, which allowed me to build my strength up a little bit more and continue to make my my fighter stronger. So in the downtime between events, I'm not going to do that. I'll just kind of stay status quo. As you can see, I didn't even do anything today. I have other events going on in the other games that are taking all of my time. So once the next event comes up again, I'll do the same thing and see if I can't level up my squad even more, and also with that get through some of my inventory. As you can see, it's not nearly as crazy as it used to be. My nanites are getting pretty low, so I need to start going through some of these resources as well. As you can see, I just got tons of stuff I can break down, get a bunch of nanites, plus I got a bunch of stuff in this chest as well. So got to break those down, get some more resources, and I can continue to level and get stronger. Alright, now let's go ahead and make sure we're good here. There we go. Get these food chests. So I ended up going through a couple food chests, a couple water chests as well, just whenever I needed more food versus iron. I think I have a few iron chests as well, and I could do a bunch of those and just get a lot stronger, a lot quicker, but I was just trying to really base it off of water that I needed, because that was the main thing. Like all of these, I'm likely never going to use this one. This one actually is for a worker, so maybe I will, but a lot of the ones that are for fighters, I'm not going to use. Looks like it's trying to direct me to go up and down. I'm just going to keep going across, that's fine. Technician. Alright, well these are all worker gear, so that's good. Might be able to find use for every single one of those. That's nice, at least. Alright, we'll take some buy coins here, not so bad. So the fallen hero tokens, that's what I was talking about. I didn't really use much of those in the event. My gory coins are just getting totally ridiculous. I think I'm at like 1.5 million there. So those are not going to help me. All nanites are useful, obviously, of all color. Rare armor, more than likely never going to use any of these. I could probably just break these up as I get them. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Again, more or less, I mean, maybe some epics I could possibly use. I haven't really gone and looked at, is this one better, is it not, is it more efficient, is it not, because like I said before, in this game it seems to be power. Power seems to make a big difference, unlike all the other games that I play where your strength of how you build your squad is more important, and they don't seem to have that too much here. It does a little bit, it certainly does a little bit. You can't just go highest power possible, because I can destroy a lot of those people, but you still need to be a little bit smart about it. But having a higher power is more useful most of the time. All right, so these kind of resource crates are highly useful. Be using those for sure. 650,000 iron, 900,000 food, highly productive. Chips, I need chips. I need damage chips. I need health chips. Some crit ones maybe, but they're a little less critical. I really want damage as number 1, and then health is number 2. And I have 1 million armor chips, so that one's not quite as high of a priority, but energy damage again, I guess I could find some use for a couple of those. Unfortunately, that is usually the case of what I get, but that's fine. Find some use for them someday. Oops, I went to the wrong place, didn't I? Here we go. Got some modules. What's it going to be? Something I more than likely... Whoopsie. What did I do here? Let me get back in. My phone fell and hit the keyboard. Okay, we'll just keep working our way through it. Still got 115,000 chips here to go. Gory coins, useless. Obviously, I could buy some of those premium chests in there, but maybe get a good artifact or two, but it seems like kind of a waste of resources at this point. So waiting on a good artifact to use there. But the reality is most of the things you get from the events are better. So there's really no point in forcing that one either. That's why I was kind of surprised and a little bit disappointed that there wasn't something better as far as artifacts go in this event. But I do like the fact that they mixed it up and tried something different. Epic nanites, fantastic. Absolutely need those. See, some of these, it seems like they could have some use at some point. You don't have as many chip slots, obviously. Some of the numbers are going to be lower. But I won't disassemble it, so one day if I ever have some time, I'll go through and look at all these and see if I can't find something better, but highly unlikely. Premium, I think my premium is getting low, so more of those I'm more than happy to take. Equipment crate. I got a bunch of these. Certainly need to break those up. Alright, so we got everything now except for the premium items here. So we got 69,000 left, so we will be able to get through all of these, which is good. Our first premium item. We have a wild card belt. A successful dodge restores health, so obviously if I put this on my tank up front, which I more than likely will, it's going to give me 2 extra health chips, very important. It's going to be armor, which is important, and if I can get that dodge up a little bit higher, it's going to do a little self-restoration, which seems like that'll be very good, so definitely going to be looking at using that. Let's go on this one, the belt first here. The Big Blind Belt. The successful crit increases damage by 6% for the next 5 seconds. And this is on a sniper. Wonderful. I have one of my snipers with really high crit, so obviously this will be the one to put them on. Get some good health in there. It would be better if we had some... We got 1 crit chip slot on the bottom, but it'd be better if we had extra damage or extra crit. But, okay. Be somewhat useful anyway. And then we got an extra sniper. What's this going to be? Double down sniper rifle. When attacking, has a 30% chance to shoot an aimed shot at the most distant target, causing bleeding 380%. Nice. Over 5 seconds, if the target is killed by the effect, this ability outgoing damage is increased by 30 seconds. Okay, plus we got 2 damage slots and another crit. So that seems like that'll be a good one as well. The only problem is it is a slow weapon. So need to monitor. Since I'm running 3 snipers right now, I can afford to have maybe one of them running slow, maybe even 2, depending on how the setup is. But yeah, that could be useful. All right, so we got 37,000 chips left, and this one costs 27,000 for this armor, which we can get, which is wonderful. And like I said, this did take me 15 to 15 Doom Dome almost every single time. I missed out on about 3,000 chips, so I could have been slightly higher. And I watched commercials most of the time. I set a reminder. I have put an app on my phone that you can set multiple reminders. So now all the games that I'm playing that have different timers, it notifies me when I need to go in and watch a commercial or something like that. So that came in really handy. I definitely recommend that. If you guys are looking for it, you can put a comment in the video or reach out on Discord, and I'll let you know what I'm using. Royal Casino Energy Armor. Once in a while, we already read this one. So okay. Oh, here we go. They become immune, they cease to enemy's primary target and restore energy on themselves, or restore health of 2,900 plus engineering. So it's only over 2 seconds, which is a bummer, but it's better than insta heal. So it gives you some restoration over time. So that'll be fun. And even with all that, I came up a little bit short. So if I didn't miss those 2 daily invasions, then I would have had enough without having to buy. I'm not going to be this close and not do this. I don't know what's in here. A random equipment crate could be all epics, and it could be a complete waste, but I'm not going to be within 1,900 and not purchase at this point. I have 1 more commercial. Actually, I have 2. I think I'm able. Yeah, I'm eligible for 1 right now. Let me see how much this costs to buy some stuff here. So 1,100 for 220. That'll put me up to... Where are we at? 11 will put me up to 10,900. 2 commercials would be another 800. Oh man, I'm going to come up just short. Look at that. So I can't watch 2 more commercials. That'll be too late. So 1 right now plus, what was it, 1190? No, 1100. 1100. So 1490. That's quite unfortunate. Be coming up a little bit short. A couple commercials short. If I woke up in the middle of the night a couple nights and watched commercials, I might have been able to make it. So that means I'm going to have to buy this one for $220, and I'm going to have to buy another one. Or I just stay up really late tonight, but that's not going to work. Watch 2 more commercials. It'll be 800. That would be a little bit short anyway. So very, very short. So all right, we're buying. Let's go ahead and buy another one. Spend another $220. Waste resources, but let's see what we can get in this big crate. Anything good in here? Oh, didn't click on the button apparently. Ooh, there we go. This is what I wanted to see. So what do we have here? Another dweller. Certainly don't want that. I got a bunch of those sitting outside already. I'm full 5 stars. 5 stars sitting outside. 14 days premium. That looks nice. Legendary items up the wazoo. 15 days. Legendary artifact maybe. Doesn't look like it. A random chip at the rare level. That'll be nice. All right, well, let's just spin it and see. You only get one. 11,000 extra chips and you only get one item. Oh no. Okay. So at least we got something that's not completely useless, but it might be. Battalion goggles. Engineering and energy damage. All right. That was kind of not worth 400 buy coins, I don't think. All right, and that is it. That is the end of the event. You got 5 hours left to cash in your chips. If you haven't done it yet, by the time this video goes live, the event will probably be over, to be honest with you. All right, let me see if I can't see if any of this armor will improve. So I wanted to look at the brawler. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to tell now when you put a bunch of chips in there. You can't do a comparison of specifically of stats anyway. So, you know, you don't get that button up there that says use the best equipment. This time I'm getting it, but this is for a weapon, and I don't have any chips in my weapon. So if I had that weapon that I'm currently using all chipped up, it might continue to show as the best weapon. So unfortunately, the putting chips on kind of is a bit misleading as far as what's good and what's not. So there we go. I got a bunch of chips on that one. That one's better. Bunch of chips on that one. That one's better. And my sniper 3, well, he's got some on his too. But he's, what is level 60? I thought it was level 50. Let's try again. Let's do a comparison here. Current versus you. So the double down is slow versus slow. They're both slow, okay. The double down has 2 damage chips, which is nice. It's got 1 crit, which obviously will come in handy. Attacking 30% chance at an aim shot to 380 versus what I'm doing right now is 30% chance to aim shot to do 281. Obviously that's better. Going at hero on the bottom one versus not. The bottom one also has the changing a new person. So the bottom one is showing more damage, but I obviously have an epic chip in there, so it is definitely going to be better. The new one's obviously a better one, so I'll work on taking chips out and moving them and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of a clunky, cumbersome way from what I told you, what I've seen. You got to go in there and take it out, pay some buy coins to do that, and then you go put it in the new one. You got to pay resources to put it in there, so it's certainly a bit clunky, but I guess that's the best we have at the moment. So that's going to help me get a little bit stronger. Having me a third extra useful sniper come in handy. I'll look at those belts too to see if they can be more useful, but I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm not gonna go too slow here doing that. So well, that wraps up the latest casino event for me. Obviously we'll be back again with another event in 2 weeks because that's the way this game has been going for several months now. I will be back at some point. I got a big grind going on. I got American Dad's got an event going on now. Zero City and Hustlecast likely going to be starting events later this week, so my Shelter War playing is going to be down a bit for a little while until that next event goes live. So when that is, I may be back with another video, or I may be back next month with the new giveaway video for August. So we'll see. Keep an eye out. If you are following me on YouTube and have that notification bell clicked, obviously you will get notifications when it's there. And I haven't really talked about my Discord server in a while. If you're looking for somewhere other than the main primary Discord server of the game, you can join my server. Not a lot of conversations going right now in Shelter War, but happy for people to come in, ask questions, and start some conversations. And there are plenty of people monitoring those conversations. And if you have any questions, you can post them there, and either myself or somebody else can jump in and help you out with any of those. So hope everybody enjoyed the event. Hope you're getting stronger. And until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.